Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Trish and this is A Cozy Casa. So I don't know if you have watched any of my previous videos. The reason I'm doing this video today is just to kind of catch everybody up. I know I only have just a few followers, that's fine. When you start out a YouTube channel, you don't just automatically have, 1,000 followers. You have to build up your followers over time. Anyway, the reason I was doing this video is because, number one, it's been a little while since I've done one, and number two, it's basically just a short update to let you know what's been going on. If you have watched any of my previous videos, you have heard me talking about changing my daughter's bedroom into an office, and that's still the plan. However, I have been put behind schedule quite a ways. Probably, I'm behind schedule at least by 2 months, I think, and that's because my daughter had some issues with the rental. Nothing major, but things take time to fix, and also she's working full-time, her boyfriend's working full-time, and she also doesn't really seem to be in a rush to move out, so it's taking them quite a while to pack their things. They're literally just taking a few things here and there down to the rental, and the rental is literally walking distance from where I live. That's my mom calling me, but I'm not going to answer her right now because she always calls me at the most inopportune times. Anyway, I swear that woman has horrible timing. It never fails. But anyway, getting back on subject. So yeah, the fact that my daughter is more or less taking her time to move out works well for me, because here I was thinking that as soon as she moved out, that I was going to move my computer desk into her room and make it my office. The problem with that is, well, there's not really a problem with it, but there kind of is. My computer desk is over 17, 18 years old. It's at least 19 years old, and it's made out of the pressed board stuff, which it's held up really good. I don't remember how much we paid for it back in the day, but it has held up. I have gotten my money's worth out of that computer desk. So anyway, I don't want to just move this computer desk into this room and then, ta-da, call it my office. And that's because, dude, do you have to park right here? You have the whole friggin' parking lot, and you've got to back in right here next to me. Anyway, I hate people. So, I need time to look for a new desk, and I've been trying to do that over the last 2.5, 3 months, and I have not found anything at all that I like 100%. I've looked at computer desk on Amazon, and Amazon, you get what you get. Everybody's selling the same thing, and then everything is freaking farmhouse this, farmhouse that. I don't want a farmhouse style computer desk, although there is one that they're calling it farmhouse, but it looks pretty decent. So it's got all the storage that I need, and it has a file drawer, it has a cabinet for the hard drive, so that's really nice. That's something I'm looking for in my computer desk, but also a lot of other drawers and storage. And I'm trying to find one that is a light wood color, like a maple or a bamboo, and the bamboo ones that are out there just don't have enough storage. and the ones that do have enough drawers that are made really well are super expensive. And I am not trying to spend a lot of money, you guys, on remodeling this room. And I also realize, as it stands, once my daughter and her boyfriend do move out, that bedroom is going to have to be completely repainted. Like, you can tell teenagers have been in it. Like, it's a huge mess. So I'm going to have to repaint it. I don't need to, but I'm probably going to change the light fixture because it's a ceiling fan light combo. And I don't necessarily need a ceiling fan in there if it's going to be my office space. But we'll see. This is something I'll be thinking about because they're not going to be moved out by the end of the month like I thought they were going to be. Today is already, I don't even know what today is, like the 24th, I think. So I've got a lot of time to stop and think about how I want this room to look. And, I've got a lot of ideas, but ultimately I can only go one way, right? If you watch my previous video, I think I mentioned that my computer desk / office is in my kitchen area. And I know this is a huge problem for a lot of people, but I've had it that way since we had our house built, because we had, just a typical 3-bedroom, 2-bath home built. And I thought with the living room being as big as it was that I would wind up putting the computer desk in the living room area and making it, living room / office. Well, I didn't do it that way because I didn't want the clutter of a desk being in my living space. So I put it in the kitchen. And another reason why the computer desk wound up in the kitchen is because we had sort of a little concave area in the wall. Concave, that's not the word I'm looking for, but recessed area in the wall. And the computer desk fit there perfectly, so I figured, okay, we'll put it here. And it worked really well there up until, recently. And that's because we have a larger kitchen table than we should have for the dining space. But my husband doesn't want to get rid of the kitchen table. It's, it was a necessity when we were searching. Like, a big table was a necessity when we were searching for a table because, all of the family likes to come to our house, so we knew we needed a big table. Like, there was enough room to get between the table and the computer desk relatively comfortably, but I don't know what it is just anymore. I think it's because, it just seems so big now because my youngest daughter had moved out last year, and now my older daughter and her boyfriend are moving out, and I don't know, I think it just feels, too big for the house now. But I had to throw out the chairs that originally came with it because they were made of that pleather crap, and so I threw those out because they were falling apart after 8 years or so. And I got benches from Amazon. They were 2 for $80, and I put those together, and they've worked out quite well for the seating at the table. But I can't push them in under the table. That's primarily the reason why I got benches, was to create more space for the computer desk and moving around there. But the measurements that they provided on Amazon were incorrect for the benches. They turned out to be like an inch and a half longer than what they said they were. so I couldn't slide them under the table past the table legs, which, no huge deal. The bench, it's not like the bench is like super wide, but it would have been nice just to have a little bit more of space between the table area and the computer desk. But now I can, just think about how I want things to look in the computer room when I do get a chance to turn my daughter's room into my office. I can think about what I need to have, what's a necessity, what's not a necessity, and I'll have more time to go through the things that I have now in my office desk that I may not need in the future. Like, I've outgrown a lot of the stuff that I used to use, but I still keep in my desk, if that makes sense. So I need to go through all of that, and I have this big dresser next to my computer desk and table. So there's a big table at the end or a big window at the end of the table, and underneath that I have this big dresser type thing that is solid wood, and it's full of craft stuff. So yeah, that whole area, that whole little corner in the kitchen has been the craft / office for as long as I've been in that house. But anyway, so this is for any of you thinking of just, if you're getting ready to be an empty nester like I am, and you're thinking about changing your daughter or son's bedroom or whatever, what have you, into a office, don't rush into it, because there's a lot to think about. What type of desk you need, what type of desk you want, what you want your desk to look like, how it's going to fit in that room, the chair that you're going to be sitting in. And if you buy all new stuff, things are expensive. Like, you don't have to buy all new stuff. I'm going to try and thrift a lot of it, because I just, I don't have a $3,000 budget to go out and buy a whole bunch of new stuff. I do have some things already in my home that I'm going to be implementing and reusing in that new office. But yeah, so just stop and think about what you want. Make sure you get all your measurements right when you're looking for stuff. Your desk, your shelving, a stool, a reading chair, whatever it is. Make sure you have the measurements for the room and think about where you're going to be placing things, and just don't rush into it, because you don't want to wind up getting something that you're going to have to take back to the store that winds up being too big for the space, perhaps. But anyway, yeah, that's all I had to say. So that's why there's not been any videos of me transforming this room, because my child is still in the house, living in the bedroom. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. If you stuck with me this far, thank you. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and don't forget to give a thumbs up and hit that notification bell if you would like to see more videos like this, or if you just want to hang out and chat. Thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and I'll see you next time.